Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching for more details. Shocking Hollyoaks death. Cataclysmic stunt week turns the village upside down. Hollyoaks marks the end of one era and the beginning of another with a catastrophic stunt week that will change the lives of the village's eponymous residents forever. The long-running Channel 4 soap reduces its weekly episodes from 5 to 3 as of next week, with a number of much-loved cast members set to depart to facilitate the change. A huge stunt week will see a number of storylines collide, and with lives on the line, life as the villagers know it will never be the same. Warren Fox, Jamie Lomas, was framed for the murder of mom Norma Crow. Glennis Barber manages to stage an escape from prison with the help of some fellow friends, all wanting to catch the mysterious Blue and end him once and for all. Blue, as fans know, has terrorized Warren for weeks on end, with the show's signature gangster determined to seek revenge and end his reign of terror. Things were complicated further last week when Blue, who is none other than Dave Williams, Dominic Power, kidnapped Mercedes McQueen's Jennifer Metcalfe beloved baby twins, which is what prompted the urgency with Warren's escape plan. The police swarm the village in the wake of him absconding, while Dave lurks nearby with a gun, hoping to get his chance to end Warren. Dave, however, could be the one in serious trouble as Ethan, Matthew James Bailey, and Vicky Grant, Enya Lawrence, bump into him. Warren, meanwhile, confirms the plan of attack with Donnie Clark, Louis Emmerich, and Stehey, Kieran Richardson, revealing that he will go to the meeting point to exchange Misbah Malik, Harvey Verdi, who has been kidnapped by Rex Gallagher, Johnny Labey, which will bring him face to face with Blue. Grace Black, Tamara Wall, has her doubts about the plot, worried that Warren can't be trusted, and she's right to be concerned, as Mercedes urges her beau to break the deal and instead leave with her and twins. At the hotel, Misbah attempts to get inside Rex's head, reasoning with him that there must be another way for him to get what he wants. Rex, however, turns the tables, moving the meeting location elsewhere. Cleo McQueen, Nadine Mulcairn, meanwhile, plots her escape from abusive A.B. Fielding, Tyler Conti, as she waits at the bus stop. Joel Dexter, Rory Douglas Speed, is curious as to what's wrong, but Abe soon interrupts the conversation. Prince, Malik Thompson Dwyer, however, comes to the rescue, helping Cleo to escape on the bus. Once out of the village, Cleo calls Mercedes and begs her for help. Mercedes and Warren, who are on the outskirts of the village, are on the cusp of fleeing when they receive Cleo's message, and therefore they resolve to wait in the woods for her. But things take a horrifying turn, with Abe soon catching up with Cleo. In fear of her life, Cleo flags down Dave on his bike, begging him to take her to Mercedes and Warren. Dave grins with glee, delighted at the prospect of being led straight to his mortal enemy, as they flee the scene together. Abe, refusing to back down, hops into a car and gives chase, but Dave soon shakes him off their tail, with Cleo arranging a meet with Mercedes. Cleo is left alone while Dave heads into the woods. Warren, meanwhile, tells Mercedes that he will always love her as he heads into the woods to fetch Cleo. But it's not Cleo he comes face to face with, it's Dave. Warren is confused, not realizing that Dave is Blue, and when he puts two and two together, it's too late. The hard man is startled by the discovery, much like the viewers were, given that Dave seems like the last possible person capable of such an meticulously planned and ultimately cruel plot. A brawl ensues between the feuding foes, but just who will come out victorious? Will Blue get the last laugh, or will Warren, like he's done so many times before, finish his enemy and show him who is boss? Back in the village, James Nightingale, Gregory Finnegan, tells Steve that he thinks he's got a brain tumor and that he's scared of dying, while Ethan musters up the courage to tell soulmate Sienna Blake, Anna Passy, that he's still head over heels in love with her. Will the much-loved couple finally get their happy ever after? Frankie Osborne, Isabel Smith, meanwhile, bumps into JJ, Rhian Mulvey, and Suzanne Ashworth, Suzanne Hall, at the dog. Frankie rails at Suzanne for not believing her, and with some assistance from Jack, Jimmy McKenna, and Sally Seclair, Annie Wallace, she makes it quite clear that she will not be silenced. Jack challenges Suzanne's denials, and soon, Frankie and Jack join Suzanne and Marie Rita Simons at the McQueens. With Abe back on her tail, Cleo hightails it out of Dodge on the motorbike as she makes her way back to the village, but unable to control the bike, she crashes through the market and right through the front of the McQueen residence. A scene of devastation unfolds, with Cleo unconscious on the floor. Abe surveys the damage and, unable to get a response from Cleo, he instead turns his attention to covering his tracks as he ransacks her bag and takes her iPad, before calling for an ambulance. Cleo is rushed to hospital, while Leela Dexter, Kirstie Lay Porter, breaks the news of the accident in the dog to the Osbournes and Tony Hutchinson. Nick Pickard, horrified. Darren, Ashley Taylor Dawson, races to Frankie and Jack, but will they be okay? That remains to be seen. Joel attempts to find out why Cleo was on the bike in the first place, and in emotional scenes, Cleo shows both he and Leela her bruises, confirming that Abe abuses her. Joel sees red and attacks Abe, but the brawling brothers are interrupted by Marie, who is crashing nearby. Afterwards, Abe tells Cleo that his mom has died, and warns her that he's going to make her wish she was dead too. Sally later arrives at the hospital to see Cleo, but finds the room empty. The question is, just where is Cleo? And is Abe's abuse set to continue? Elsewhere, Mercedes calls out for Warren to no avail. Has Blue finished his mission and claimed the life of the longtime gangster? We know that he does share a final goodbye with Mercedes, but will he make it out of the village alive? James, meanwhile, shares some big news with Lucas Hay, Oscar Curtis, and Leah Barnes. Ayla Mae DeMerkin. Mercedes returns to the village with her babies, and is horrified to find the McQueens destroyed. But with a series of bombs seemingly set to explode, as seen in the show's autumn trailer, the nightmare is far from over. And as the credits roll on the first week of Hollyoaks' new episodic pattern, who will be left alive, and who won't be so lucky? That remains to her seen, but the next time we return to the village, 1 year will have passed since the tragic events of this day. If you like the video, don't forget to like, comment, and share.